DC Public Library is proud to celebrate Native American Heritage Month, which takes place annually in November throughout the United States. We recognize all who call the district home and all who have called these lands home for countless generations, and the stories and the traditions that they bring. DC Public Library celebrates your history and heritage by spotlighting books, films, and digital resources by and about Native Americans available in the library's vast collections, connecting customers with resources and partners within the DC community, including the DC Native History Project. MLK Library is also proud to work with the city's archaeologists as we work to preserve the history of the Anacostan people as part of our collections.
So thank you. My name is Chief Jesse James Swan, Jr. I am a descendant from Chief Kittamoquin, which was the chief at the time when the Ark and the Dove came up the Potomac River. My family has been involved with our history and our culture throughout the years. It is an honor for me to be here in front of y'all today with the amount of history that's in this building.
I grew up in this city during the 50s, even though I was born in St. Mary's County. I have a lot of trails and footsteps here with my dad, my brothers, my sisters, and other family members. I was baptized and made my first Holy Communion in a Catholic church, but mainly my catechism at St. Joseph's Catholic Church at 3rd and D Street Northeast, where my father would hold my hand every day and walk me to the church. We lived around the corner on Mass Avenue. I would love to invite all of you to see our beautiful Piscataway Park and to see how beautiful the land was before it became cement. And I hope that doesn't happen to the rest of the land that we lived upon, because it seems like that's what's happening. It's just going further and further out. I pray all the time that we can have peace and come together in this new life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me here today. I'm honored to be part of the ceremony, and we'll, in a short little while, I believe, be acknowledging that this land was once the land of the Anacostans and the Native people who lived here for the thousands of years before the city was built. As a concrete sort of thing about Native artifacts and how the closest Native artifacts that have been identified for this area were on the White House grounds, which were identified in 1975 and 1976. They found arrowheads and pottery fragments, and the White House is about 5 blocks from here. So it's about 3,000 feet. So the attachment to native land in this particular location is rather close. I'm also, I've always been a fan of the public library system, but I'm a big fan of our DC Public Library because it's doing this. It's making public, as a major cultural and educational institution, the history of the natives who once lived here. And, well, in closing, just to say, you know, how honored I am, here's my library card. Thank you very much.
I acknowledge the land upon which this library and all of the district's libraries sit is on the traditional land of the Anacostan people of the Piscataway tribe and have stewarded this land throughout the generations. We pay respect to their elders, both past and present. Thank you all for participating. Please enjoy the rest of this Heritage Month, and thank you for your visit.